Hi, I'm Maureen Fitzgerald. I am the author of this Substack called Journal of a Recovering Lawyer. Thanks for joining me. I have something really quick. I just realized I'm wearing black, which is probably appropriate for this particular post. But one of the things people don't talk about is pain. And I've come to realize that dealing with pain is probably one of the most important skills we could all have, and not to suppress it, not push it away, not to avoid it. So, in any event, I have my regular techniques I use, but I decided to just write up this one really quickly for you guys in case you're dealing with pain. I've reduced it to 7 steps, making it easy for you, and I've posted it below in the comments. So print it or save it, whatever you want to do. The first step, of course, is to fully accept it. One of the things is pain is always going to happen. We live in a world of duality. And you don't really expect it to not occur, right? When you think of it. So accept it. The second step is don't spend too much time trying to prevent it from happening. And I find this really interesting as we spend so much of our lives like micromanaging everything, hoping that nothing will ever go wrong. And it's taking your energy away from things that would be more useful. So step three is the most important thing I think in accepting is to just stop. One of the things we don't do is we get into this mind crazy story making mode and don't stop our bodies. And it's important to stop for long enough, not just for a second, but for long enough where you can actually locate it in your body. And I found this really useful because I'm often in my head a lot. And if I can find it in my body, like, is it in my stomach? Is it my heart? That actually shifts it away from thinking about it too much, but also helps me because then I immediately go to step four, which is thank it. And when I thank it, it releases all of my resistance to it, which I realize the resistance to the pain is as problematic as the pain itself. Step five is then I sit in stillness and I wait for the emotion to shift. And this is one of the hardest things to do, but believe it or not, Michael Singer in his book talks about this relax and release, relax and release. And I'm not very good at it, but to actually sit in stillness and let your thoughts go, let your emotions go. That's such a powerful skill to have. The sixth is listen to the very small voice inside of you. Again, if you can manage when you're in pain to go through all of these steps and finally get to the point where you realize there's a higher sense of wisdom inside of you, that you don't need to freak out and get more upset about the difficulty you're encountering. And I always say your higher self always knows better than you do, right? It's your non-egoic self. And the last one is to give yourself love. I probably should have started with this being the most important step in dealing with pain is we as a society are so quick to respond. We forget that it happens and give ourselves compassion. I used to hate it when people would say, suck it up. That is so wrong. Yes, and eventually you should get over it, but we should give ourselves permission to feel it, express it, move through it. And it's obviously a much healthier response. But in any event, hopefully those 7 steps helped you. If I missed one, it's all written down below. Have a beautiful Friday. Um, Apparently, my astrology friends tell me 7 planets are aligning today. So this is a very good sign for some reason. Somebody tell me what that's about. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.